अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मृतं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः. Hare Krishna, dear devotees, welcome to our Iskcon official YouTube channel. Today I am going to discuss 11th chapter of Srimad Bhagavatam, 4th canto, in which there is a description of Manu, that is Swayambhu Manu, the first Manu, that is the son of Brahma. He advises to stop fighting to his grandson. Manu's son is, two sons are there, but one son is Uttanpad and his son is Dhruva. So he advises his grandson to stop fighting with the Jakyas, as we have discussed in the last chapter. So Dhruva was overwhelmed by the illusion of the Jakyas, and the saints gathered there, they prayed for the Lord. Just like Jannam Dhaya Vidhaya Nisamachadha Loko Anja Sataranti Dustaramang Mutyum. We have discussed the importance of this mantra, the name of the Lord. One can very easily cross over death. That we have discussed. So, in this way, Dhruva overcame the illusion and then started massacring Jakyas. In 7 to 30, these 24 verses, Manu came, Swayambhu Manu came. He advises Dhruva, his grandson, not to kill. From 7 to 14, these 8 verses, Manu says that it is due to ignorance that you are fighting with them, and also it is not befitting you. And also this is impaired by bodily consciousness. In this way, Swayambhu Manu gave so many instructions or so many advices to Dhruva. In verse 13, very important verse is that he says, Titikya karunaya maitreya chakhila jantusu sramatvena jas sarvatma bhagavan samprasidati. Very important verse. The Lord is very satisfied with his devotee when the devotee greets other people with tolerance, mercy, friendship and equality. In the purport, Siddhar Goswami says that Satam Vratam Evaha. What is the Vrata or the vows of the Satam, of the devotees? This is being stated here. 3 things. That is, Mahatsu Titikya, those who are above us, Mahatsu, we have to tolerate. If something wrong is done by them, we have to tolerate. Some Mahatsu Titikya. Nityesu Karune, those who are below us with the qualities, for them we should have compassion, karuna. And Samesu Maitreya, and those who are equal to us, we will establish friendship with them. And Akhilesh Jantusu Samatvena cha, all the living entities we should behave equally. Samatvena cha. These 3 things are there. We have to act accordingly. Every devotee is required to act accordingly. So, from 15 to 24, these 9 verses, 10 verses, Swayambhu Manu says about the nature of things in this material world. In verse 18, he says, Supreme Personality of Godhead by his inconceivable supreme energy, time, causes the interaction of the 3 modes of material nature, and thus varieties of energy become manifest. It appears that he is acting, but he is not the actor. He is killing, but he is not the killer. Thus it is understood that only by his inconceivable power is everything happening. No one can understand how it is working. The most intelligent persons. So, we have already said in 3rd canto, 22nd chapter, that this Swayambhu Manu spent his entire lifetime, that is 71 Divya Yugas, Shaiva Swantarang Nini, Juganam Ekasaptitam, Vasudeva Prasangena Paribhuta Gatitraha. This is in third canto, 22nd chapter. Swayamanu spent his whole life by hearing to the pastimes of the Lord. You see, this Swayamanu is giving advice. And also in Bhagavad Gita, the Lord refers to this Manu. In Bhagavad Gita, 4th chapter, I think text 1, it is said, Imang vivasadu jogam praptavan hamabhyam vivasvan maname praha manu rikha gubravit. In the purport, Srila Prabhupada Maharaj says, the Lord gave instructions to the king of sun planet, that is Vivaswan. It is 12 crore 4 lakh years ago. 12 crore 4 lakhs years ago. Millions and billions of years. And this Vivaswan gave this knowledge to his son, that is Manu. This Manu is advising, giving instructions, giving so many what do you call this knowledge to Dhruva. So in this way, Swami Manu said in text 20, that Supreme Personality of Godhead in his feature of eternal time is present in the material world and is neutral towards everyone. No one is his ally and no one is his enemy. Within the jurisdiction of the time element, everyone enjoys or suffers the result of his own karma or fruitive activities. When the wind blows, small particles of dust fly in the air. So according to one's particular karma, one suffers or enjoys material life. Then in text 23, Manu says, the absolute truth, transcendence, is never subject to the understanding of imperfect sensory endeavor, nor is he subject to direct experience. He is the master of varieties of energies, like the full material energy, and no one can understand his plans or actions. Therefore, it should be concluded that although he is the original cause of all causes, no one can know him by mental speculation. We cannot understand it. So in the further he says in text 24, my dear son, those Jakyas who are descendants of Kubera are not actually the killers of your brother. The birth and death of every living entity are caused by the Supreme, who is certainly the cause of all causes. There are 5 causes described in Bhagavad Gita 18th chapter. Among them, one is Daivang Chaivatra Panchamam. Adhishtanang Tatha Karta Karanang Cha Pratak Vidham Vividhasya Pratak Cheshta Daivang Chaivatra Panchamam. Sharirang Bang Mano Bhirjat Karma Prarabhati Nar Najjang Ba Viparitang Ba Pancheti Tasya Hetava. These are the 5 causes. Then people think one cause, that this person is doing this, doer. The 5 causes are there. The Tattvavid persons know all these things. Here Manu is also Tattvavid. He says that the Supreme Lord is the is certainly the cause of all causes. So, text 27, Simon says, my dear boy Dhruva, please surrender unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is the ultimate goal of progress of the world. Everyone, including the demigods headed by Lord Brahma, is working under his control, just as a bull prompted by a rope in its nose is controlled by its owner. Sorry. In this way, Swami Manu gave so much advice. He was angry, Dhruva was fighting, but he listened to his grandfather's advice. So, in 30 to 35, Maitreya Muni concludes this incident. In 33, Maitreya Muni says, my dear Dhruva, he is quoting this Manu's statement, that my dear Dhruva, you thought that the Jakyas killed your brother and therefore you have killed great numbers of them, but by this action you have agitated the mind of Lord Shiva's brother Kubera, who is the treasurer of the demigods. Please note that your actions have been very disrespectful to Kubera and Lord Shiva. Kubera is the friend of Lord Shiva and Kubera is also an opulence of the Lord. It is stated that Vittyesu Jakhyara Akyasam in Bhagavad Gita 10th chapter. These are great personalities. Dhruva is not ordinary person. He is also a great personality. But it is the pastimes of the devotees and also of the Lord. We have to release these pastimes. So finally, Maitra Muni says in verse 35, thus Swayambhu Manu, after giving instructions to Dhruva Maharaj, his grandson, received respectful obeisances from him. Then Lord Manu and the great sages went back to their respective homes. In this way, in the next chapter, we'll see how Kubera will come, and he will also give his benediction to Dhruva, and Dhruva Maharaj will go to his planet, Dhruva Loka. That is the last chapter. We have already said 8 to 12, these 5 chapters describes about the pastimes of Dhruva Maharaj. And Mahaprabhu, during his stay in Puri for 24 years, from 1510 to 1534, these years, 24 years, Dhruva Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was listening only 2 topics from Bhagavatam. One is the topic of Dhruva Maharaj and another is topic of Prahlad. Devotees pastimes the Lord is listening to. And devotee is listening to the pastimes of the Lord. So in this way, there is so much connection between Lord and his devotees. Thank you very much for listening to this lecture, and please don't forget to subscribe, share and like our channel and get the blessings of the Lord. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama.